Prepare to be transported to one of the wildest, most inhospitable, and visually spectacular places on our planet, Tsingy de Bemaraha Forest, Madagascar's stone labyrinth. Imagine a world where rock itself has been transformed into a forest of razor-sharp needles, so sharp they seem to defy gravity. This is Madagascar's Tsingy de Bemaraha National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to unique wildlife and incredible adaptations. It's like a forest, but instead of trees, what rises are thousands of sharp stone spires, so sharp that the ground seems to have been torn apart in an impossible labyrinth. This is the Tsingi, a unique geological formation found in Madagascar. The word Tsingi, pronounced Tsingue, means something like where you can't walk barefoot, and you'll soon understand why. How the stone labyrinth came to be, the relentless power of water. The history of the Tsingi is a lesson in the patience and power of water, which acted for millions of years on a specific type of rock. The base material, ancient limestone. Many millions of years ago, the area that is now the Tsingi was submerged, covered by an ocean. In these oceans, marine life, such as shells and skeletons of small creatures, accumulated on the bottom, forming large layers of limestone. Limestone is a type of rock that, like chalk or marble, is relatively soft and dissolves under the action of acidic water. Imagine this layer as a large block of sugar or chalk on the seafloor. The Earth's uplift. Over time, due to the slow movements of our planet, the same ones that create mountains, this layer of limestone was pushed upward, emerging from the ocean and forming a large plateau, a kind of gigantic stone table. It's as if a piece of the seafloor had been lifted up. Water sculpture and acid rain. Once exposed to the air, the limestone began to be attacked by rainwater. It turns out that rainwater, even natural rainwater, absorbs some carbon dioxide from the air and becomes slightly acidic. Not as strong as a lemon, but enough to slowly dissolve the limestone over millions of years. Imagine rainwater running through the naturally occurring cracks and crevices in the limestone plateau. This water deepened and widened these fissures, creating veritable underground canyons. As the water flowed and ran beneath, it also eroded the rock faces. Over time, what was once a solid block of limestone transformed into a dense forest of needles, blades, and sharp points, separated by deep, narrow crevices. The sharpest points emerged in the areas most exposed to erosion. The result is this labyrinthine and rugged landscape, the Tsingi, a testament to the tireless power of water on rock. It is a place where nature has carved a veritable castle of stone blades, impenetrable to the naked eye. To find Tsingi Forest, you must travel to Madagascar, a gigantic island nation located off the southeast coast of Africa in the Indian Ocean. It is famous for its unique nature and unique animal species, such as lemurs. Western Madagascar, Tsingy de Bemaraha National Park is located in western Madagascar, a considerable distance from the capital, Antananarivo. Consider it a remote location, requiring a true expedition to reach. Near the Manambolo River, the park is crossed by the Manambolo River, which winds through limestone canyons. This river is an important part of the Tsingi landscape and ecosystem, offering a unique perspective of the rock formations from the water. Accessibility and challenges. Reaching Tsingi Forest is not easy. The roads are challenging, and the journey often involves several hours of driving over rough terrain, especially during the rainy season. But it is precisely this difficulty that helps preserve its wild and unspoiled nature. It's not a place you visit in passing, it's a destination you conquer. This remote location on an already unique island contributes to the air of mystery and adventure that surrounds Tsingi Forest. A place with thousands of sharp stone spires and deep crevices might seem uninhabitable, but Tsingi is a treasure trove of biodiversity. It's as if nature has created an impenetrable castle that, within, houses a secret garden for unique species. This fauna is so special that many of these animals and plants exist nowhere else in the world, being endemic to Madagascar and more specifically, to Tsingi itself. How life finds a home in the labyrinth. The animals and plants of Tsingi have developed incredible adaptations to survive in this extreme environment, taking advantage of every crevice, every hole, and every water source. Climbing and acrobatic lemurs. The lemurs, those adorable and curious primates that are the symbol of Madagascar, are the true climbing masters of Tsingi. Species like Deccan Sifaka lemur, a type of white, furry lemur, possess strong claws and impressive agility, leaping between limestone spires, using their long limbs to move precisely between the sharp rocks. It's like watching an Olympic gymnast in a natural climbing park, but with white fur. Hidden reptiles and amphibians, snakes, lizards, and frogs also live here, many of them hiding in the damp crevices and caves during the day to escape the intense heat. Some species of chameleons and geckos have colors that camouflage themselves perfectly with the rocks, making them almost invisible. Unique invertebrates. Under the rocks and among the undergrowth live insects and spiders of strange shapes and colors, many of which are still being studied by scientists. The Tsingi is a paradise for biologists searching for new species. Resilient plants. Vegetation here is sparse, but the plants that grow in the Tsingi are resilient. They cling to the small pockets of soil that accumulate in the crevices of the rocks, developing roots that penetrate them in search of water and nutrients. Some are xerophytes, meaning they are adapted to drought, like cacti, or have leaves that store water. Life in the Tsingi is a powerful reminder of how nature finds ways to thrive even in the most unexpected and challenging places. It is a delicate and valuable ecosystem that depends on conservation to continue supporting these special species. Visiting Tsingy de Bemaraha National Park is not a typical excursion. It is a challenging and rewarding experience, taking you through a natural labyrinth of sharp rocks and dizzying landscapes. It's like exploring a gigantic stone castle, complete with suspension bridges and secret passageways. The adventure of arriving and exploring. The journey to the park, as mentioned, reaching Tsingy de Bemaraha is part of the adventure. The roads are dirt and can be quite rough, so 4x4 vehicles are required, especially during the dry season. During the rainy season, usually November through April, access can be impossible. Imagine an expedition to a truly remote place. Challenging trails and stairs. Within the park, the trails are not paved. They were built to allow safe access, but they still require a good level of physical fitness. You'll find steep staircases, carved into the rock or made of wood. They ascend and descend through crevices. Suspension bridges. Some metal walkways span chasms and deep valleys, gently swaying in the wind. Crossing them is a mix of adrenaline and spectacular views, as if you were walking in the air above a labyrinth. Safety cables and equipment. In some sections, you may need a safety harness and a cable to attach yourself to the via ferratas, steel cables fixed to the rock, which enhances the feeling of being a true explorer. 2 main circuits. The park is divided into 2 main areas for visitors. Grand Tsingi. This is the area with the tallest and most pointed limestone spires, where the experience is more challenging and the panoramic views are breathtaking. Petit Tsingi. It offers a more accessible version, with smaller formations, ideal for those with less time or unable to tackle the more difficult trails. Navigating the Manambalo River. In addition to hiking among the rocks, many excursions include a traditional canoe ride along the Manambalo River. Floating peacefully through the limestone canyons, admiring the rock formations from a different perspective, and exploring small caves and grottos is a more peaceful and equally fascinating way to appreciate the grandeur of the Tsingi. Visiting the Tsingi forest is a journey for the senses, an immersion in a landscape that seems to defy logic and will remain etched in your memory as one of the most unique adventures on the planet. Thank you so much for watching this exploration of one of the most incredible places on our planet. What did you think? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating travel experiences. See you next time.